I addressed the proverb, blood is thicker than water, an aphorism declaring that family ties are always stronger than all other relationships. I for now leave unaddressed the priorities of children obeying their progenitors, supporting them physically and financially as adults, parents likewise raising and caring only for their biological children, or the special duties just between spouses. These things are natural and expected before a different topic. The problem here is people preferring the company of their blood relatives and immediate and extended family without warrant. For example, their personalities contradict or they have nothing in common. Yet they give each other preferential treatment or agree with their viewpoints, even if they're dead wrong. Although others outside the family circle are correct in behavior and outlook and have the same personality type, they allow those connections to evaporate. 99+% of people are degenerate this way. You may ask, what's the big deal? The big deal is when certain people either have no family, must avoid their blood relations because they're abusive, or all their relations shun them for unfair reasons. Society rejecting close lifetime bonds with such people only because they're not blood relatives leaves them detached. It's like everyone agreeing to allow certain people's arms to be chopped off just because it handicaps such people. Some even bypass the idiomatic expression and directly state that families are the most important thing in life, meaning immediate to semi-immediate genetic families. Again, that sounds great and very true, as long as you have such a family or the ability to acquire such. It may be true to the extent that such families are the chief vehicle to help us navigate through this present life. Therefore, everything in one's power should be done to create such familial bonds permanently with those who so lack, provided such construct could be mutually beneficial. Yet besides neglecting to do justice here, abandoning righteous friends, and covering for the misbehavior of immediate family members, some people follow their kin into complete ruin. Such a problem has been known and warned about since before 500 BC, such as Aesop's fable, The Thief and His Mother. A modern example of kinship folly is a former friend's mother whose daughter, very much alive, completely disowned her permanently with zero contact. But even 40 years later, the mother still kept the daughter's picture prominently displayed. She also alienated everyone else besides her son. Being such a respected person's must stop! And if it doesn't stop in this life, from what I make of my religion, it will be forced to stop in the next. Consider the following religious texts. Matthew 12:46-50. While Jesus yet talked to the people, behold, his mother and brethren stood without, desiring to speak with him. Then one exclaimed, Behold, thy mother and thy brethren stand without, desiring to speak with thee. But Jesus answered and said unto him, Who is my mother, and who are my brethren? And he stretched forth his hand toward his disciples, and said, Behold, my mother and my brethren. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. Also see Mark 3:31-35. Matthew 10:37. Jesus said, He that loveth father or mother more than me, who is outside your family circle, is not worthy of me. And he that loveth son or daughter more than me, who am outside your family circle, is not worthy of me. No, other people are not Jesus by any stretch of the imagination. But if you're Christian and they're even somewhat more Christ-like than your immediate clan, you must honor that. And from what I understand from spirituality, every human spirit is equal in value. So unwarranted preference for those linked to you via DNA is a form of selfishness. That is, you feel they're a part of wonderful you, so you give them undue preference. Extreme preferential treatment essentially says that we lack free will and are completely locked into predestination, which is nonsense. This dirty lie must be squashed. So must the dirty lie of believers in Jesus who call one another brothers in Christ when their actions indicate the opposite.